F32, just found out my husband, M33, has been having a FD-up affair? Dynamic? Whatever it is, it's cheating, with the mum of our child's best friend. How do I stay calm before going nuclear? Can't quite believe I'm writing this, and apologies if some of this is too much for here. Right now I couldn't face telling any of my friends, and need help navigating the next 48 hours before I go absolute apes hit. We moved here to be close to a good school for our child. We're in a nice estate with the school being a few minutes walk. Our daughter is 5 and mostly my husband does the school runs and clubs. My work makes this hard for me to do. He works from home 100% of the time. Our daughter's best friend also stays along the road, so mornings and home times they walk together. They also do a few clubs together. We sometimes meet up at soft plays etc. at weekends, so both my husband and I have the mother's number. She's very pretty, and initially I thought she was quite intimidating, but me and her actually get along really well and we text often. Thought I had made a genuine friend in her. My husband texts her frequently as well, but he's never given me a reason to snoop. She's also married, but her husband is in the army and is gone for very long periods of time. I can count on one hand the amount of times I've actually seen him home in the almost 3 years we've lived here. Just the beginning of this week the doorbell app went off, and as I know my husband's home I never really look at the notifications, but I accidentally opened the app instead of swiping the notification away. The app opened and I see him and her leaving our house, which I thought was odd. Next day I pay more attention to this and noticed about 30 minutes before school's due to finish she just walks up and opens our door. I called him just saying I was bored and what was he up to. He said just trying to quickly finish work so he can do the school run. I had a horrible feeling from here. That night I plugged in this little camera we had for the dog when he was a puppy that you can pan across the room. Yesterday, like clockwork, she appears again, just walks right in. I quickly open the camera app to see this woman forcibly push him onto the stairs, stand on the stair up above him, pull her trousers down and literally rub her arse up and down his face. I wish I was kidding. He clearly wasn't fully forced to do this, he was definitely enthusiastic about the whole thing. But she very much took charge. This was literally all that happened. I went to my car to watch, and for a solid 20 to 25 minutes all she did was make him lick her ass. They then composed themselves and left for school like nothing happened. I've never broken down like that in my life. When I got home I told him I was feeling ill and just going to bed. Skipped dinner. Just lay in bed going through every emotion. He eventually came to bed and I waited until he was asleep, grabbed his phone, and spent hours going through it. The upshot is, there's some sort of dom/sub dynamic going on. And it's literally just what I saw them doing. There's not been any PIV sex, he's not allowed to touch anywhere else, strictly her ass. It's been happening most days at least once, for months. She texts him telling him she's on her way and he better be ready. I have however seen texts from her saying he will get to fuck her, but that's what he's working toward. What the fuck? How on earth do you start something like that so quickly with someone who has been getting increasingly involved in our lives, through our kids no less? My mind's blown. I'm so hurt, angry, embarrassed, disgusted with him and her. Like, what do I actually do here? I can't stay with him, but now I need to move away from this area, uproot everything, move schools, just because these two want to live some weird fantasy. I've just watched her turn up to the house again today. I started to watch the camera in the house, but had to turn it off. I'm so fucking angry. I'm going home to do the same as I did yesterday, and I plan on going nuclear on him tomorrow night or Saturday. That way there's time to plan something for school on Monday. My mind just now is saying we're done, there's no coming back from this. But what steps can I be taking to ensure I come out better off in this situation? I have a few photos of messages, plan to take lots more tonight. I'm trying to work out how to leave the camera recording tomorrow, but I'm clueless. I don't even know if it has that function. We're in the UK, so if anyone knows the best steps I can take from here I would greatly appreciate the advice.